For the first time, Russia demonstrated its top-of-the-line main battle tank, the T80U. Its secrets were revealed in unprecedented detail, although it first entered service only a few years before. It is arguably amongst the best tanks in the world today. One of the most surprising features is its small size and light weight. Russian armored designers have a tradition of keeping tanks small, since less size means less armor, less weight, and less cost. So while the American Abrams weighs in at over 65 tons, the Russian T80 weighs in at only about 35 tons. To reduce the size of the tank, we must reduce the number of the crew inside. On Russian models, the crew number has been omitted, replaced by a mechanical system. As is evident from its high-powered whine, the T80 uses a turbine engine, as does the American Abrams. Its combination of lightweight and a 1,200 horsepower engine makes the T80 the sports car of today's tanks, capable of speeds up to 45 miles an hour. The T80 uses special hydraulically dampened shock absorbers to cushion the crew from the hard terrain. This is very evident here on a test course. Higher speeds are seldom attempted cross-country, as the rough ride could injure the crew. While its ride could hardly be described as smooth, it is still a stable weapons platform for the tank's gun. Here, the T80 demonstrates its ability to cross the roughest terrain. One of the hardest obstacles for a tank to surmount is a vertical wall, like this one. The ultimate test of a tank's power is a steep grade like this, which the T80 accomplishes without the slightest problem. In terms of firepower, the Russian T80 is in the same league as its best Western counterparts. It is armed with a 125mm smoothbore gun, while most Western tanks have a 120mm smoothbore. Without a doubt, the fire controls on most Western tanks are superior to those on the T80 when firing conventional ammunition. Instead of incorporating an expensive electronic fire control system in the tank, the Russian designers have given the T80 a unique missile armament system. It fires a guided missile called the Reflex, which has pinpoint accuracy, even at a range of 3.5 miles. If you pay close attention, you will see the tracer at the back of the Reflex missile as it speeds its way to the target. The Reflex is laser guided. The tank aims a precise laser beam at the target. The missile has a small electric eye at the rear, which can sense the laser beam. If the missile moves away from the beam, a small computer in the missile activates tiny rockets on its side, steering it back into the target. The result? Pinpoint accuracy. Protection is vital on today's deadly battlefield, and the Russian T80 is amongst the best protected tanks in the world. It has a thick layer of laminate armor similar to that on current Western tanks. In addition, it has a layer of reactive armor to provide even more protection. On the roof of the tank is a special reactive armor designed to defend against the most modern top attack missiles. This combination is all but impregnable to most battlefield weapons. Given the advances in missile technology, armor alone, no matter how thick, is simply not enough. The devices on either side of the gun are the Stora electro-optical dazzlers. These emit a modulated beam of infrared energy that confuses the missile's guidance system, making the anti-tank missiles go haywire. Although the T80U is the best of the current Russian models, it is not the only tank from the former Soviet Union in the Mideast Tank Olympics. For many years, the city of Kharkov in the Ukraine was the center of Soviet armor development. The Kharkov plant designed the world-famous T84, one of the best tanks of the Second World War. It also designed many of the best Soviet tanks of the 1950s and 1960s. Now, an independent republic separate from Russia, Ukraine is attempting to continue this long armored tradition. Its latest design, the T84, is nicknamed the Super Tank. The Ukrainian T84 and the Russian T80 are similar, but the turret of the T84 is made of welded steel armor, which gives it about 20% more protection. And it uses a 1,000 horsepower diesel engine, a feature preferred in many armors. The most common Russian tank in service around the world today is the T72. If the T80 is considered a sports car, the T72 is the economy car. It was designed to be cheap but effective. To keep pace with rapid changes in tank technology, many countries are trying to upgrade the T72 with advanced fire controls, reactive armor, and other improvements. There's no better example than the T72 Moderna. This model is a unique example of cooperation between the former Warsaw Pact and NATO countries. The tank itself is made in the Slovak Republic, formerly part of Czechoslovakia. Its reactive armor is made in the Czech Republic. Its advanced fire controls are made in Belgium, along the home of NATO headquarters, and its 20mm anti-aircraft guns come from Switzerland. Such cooperative programs are becoming increasingly common. But as powerful as the modern tank has become, it still needs the support of other combat arms on today's high-tech battlefield. Many advances have been made in infantry and artillery to keep pace with today's tanks. If the tank is the sharp edge of the sword in modern land combat,